Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, just when we think that Raid aren't making enough money, they go and smack a ×10 down that is probably the biggest one yet. I feel like last time I did a video, I was like, wow, they're pushing out champions that people really want in these ×10s, especially the whales, yeah? We've got a Summon Rush coming up tomorrow in line with this ×10 event. And I tell you now, damn, they have done it again. So not only have we got a ×10 with some great champions, and I'll go through those in a second, they're also doing this event. Let me read through this. The rules are simple. You get a guaranteed champion at this event. A guaranteed legendary. You're all like, yes, thank you, Hell Hades, for this news. It's fantastic. But the guaranteed legendary comes when you pull your 15th sacred shard. Now, we just had a 2x on sacred shards last weekend. They always do it this way around, guys. Don't feel aggrieved. It's just what they want. They want your money. They don't want your sympathy. They don't want your rage. They just want your cash. So I've got 3. I've had 3 since last weekend, and I've not bought any. So I guess maybe I'll get another one today. 4. I could probably finish Doom Tower before the end of this event. 5. 5, 6. So I could be up to 6. Maybe, let me see where my quests are going. I could be up to maybe 7. Can I? No, not 7. So 6 before all of this starts kicking off. I'm still 9 short. 9 short. What do? They charge about $30 per one. So if I want myself this champion, all I need to do is blow another 300. Is this champion worth 300 to me? I don't have him. So who are they throwing out there? They are throwing out, what is he, Bannerlord? Helior, one of the new champions. He's actually freaking sick. He's actually really cool. Great champion. Is he worth 300 to me? I don't think so. But high defense, high speed, high HP. What's he got going on? Attacks one enemy here. Increases this champion's defense by 5% if he crits. You want him to crit because he hits hard. Yeah, so you can get an extra 20% defense through doing crits on his A1. We'll also heal this champion by 75% of their defense after attacking if their defense has already been increased by 20%. So you give him another 20%. Let's say you stack him up to 3.5k. You get another 20% on top of that. That's what, like another 700 odd. So you're going to be healing for about 3.5k per hit. It's actually not crazy, but it's not bad. So Helior A1 is one of the better A1s in the game, I'd say, in terms of just like an interesting bit of utility. A2 is an AoE that hits hard, places a shield buff on him for 20% of the damage he does. That's nice. 3-turn cooldown if you book it. And look how much extra damage you get through books here. 30% more damage. It's actually a ton. Again here, 25% more damage, a ton. And then you get this A3, transfers all debuffs from all allies to one target, then attacks that target with default skill, being A1. Converts this champion's resistance into additional accuracy when using this skill. So he doesn't need accuracy for anything else in his kit, and you can just stack him full of resistance, like 400 resistance. Well, when you attack with this ability, you've got 400 accuracy. I love this. This is actually a really fun ability right here. So it's a full team cleanse, and you throw all of those debuffs against an enemy. Like for Doom Tower, I don't know, maybe Agref, you just throw a ton of poisons on Agref instead of keeping them on your team. It's just such a cool skill, this one. I love it. Passive, whenever an ally that has 2 or more debuffs is attacked, this champion will absorb 30% of the damage inflicted on that ally. So again, one of those kind of, maybe it's an arena type of defense mechanism to make sure that you don't get nuked. I really, really like this guy's kit. I don't own him. I would like to get him. But is he worth me buying another 9 sacreds? Yowza. It's a lot. It's a lot. Anyway, so he's up for grabs for anyone. For a lot of people, I would say it's a trap. They're going to take your money. But for plenty of people, they're just going to do it and wail out, and player room are going to be like, when are we going to do the next one? So that's the 15 crazy event. Let's talk about the rest of the champs up for grabs. So we have got, first up, Aox. Fantastic champion, fantastic lizardman. So if you're pulling shards anyway, because you need to finish off your fusion, if you get yourself an Aox, brilliant champion. I love this epic. Mainly, I really love, he's got an increased random debuffs on his passive. He's got a nice heal on his A2. Poisons, decreased attack, decreased crit rate. Better than decreased crit damage, by the way. Yeah, and he's got turn meter control as well on this one. I love his kit. I think it's great. Whenever I'm doing videos where I'm just kind of like, oh, I'll throw an epic in, him and Vodoff, they're like my go-to support champions with a little bit of damage mechanics and a little bit of control. Really like his kit. So Aox would be a great pull if you get him on this ×10. Next one up, I don't love so much. I think some people say he's pretty useful. I don't see it myself. Klodd, beastfeeder, not breast. What we got here? Decreased crit rate A1. Okay. Shield on all allies for 2 turns. Can book it to a 3-turn cooldown. It's okay. So the shield's equal to 20% of his max HP, and you can get his HP up decent levels. So it's not a bad shield mechanic if you're struggling for something like Spider or somewhere in the Doom Tower, maybe Scarab Boss. Him on his own for Scarab Boss, he would have to be extremely fast to keep this shield on your team the whole time. So it's unlikely he can do the job on his own. If, though, you had someone who extends buffs that goes after him, he could put the shield up, they extend that buff, and actually, as long as they're on the same cooldown that he is, you could keep a shield up the whole time. So that's not bad for Scarab Boss. Increased speed and increased accuracy for your teammates. Again, it's like a Doom Tower mechanic for me. It's not bad. That's the only place really, or maybe Arena, that you want the increased accuracy. And then a passive heals the ally with the lowest HP by 10% at the start of this champion's turn. I just feel like overall, the kit's underwhelming for me. I don't think he's that great. Okay, next one up. So this guy, massive buff since they've done the AI change. Dhukk the Pierced, already great, okay? He's got AoE, decreased defense, and attack on the same move. Can book it to 3-turn cooldown. This is awesome. Okay, needs a crit hit to happen. Defensive-based champion, so he can pump his defense up. He hits hard as well. So the thing that keeps him alive is also the thing that makes him do damage. I love that. Decreased accuracy A1. It's not bad against bosses. Certainly Doom Tower especially. And I would just turn off the A3. There's not many situations where I'd use this A3 at all. So maybe if you were trying to use him as a support champion against Magma Dragon, you might leave this on. But honestly, for 99% of the occasion, I would just turn this off with the new AI change. Defense in Faction Crypt Aura is not bad. Great base stats. He would be a good pull for anyone. Okay, and then the last of the epics, the Void, is Tuhak. So Tuhak hits damn hard. People don't realize it. He hits really hard on this A2. Hits like the Skull Crown hits with this A2. 100% decreased speed for 2 turns and increased speed on himself. Heals his champion for 15% of the damage he does if he's low health. It's a great A2, this one. A3 steals 50% the target's turn meter. 75% chance of placing a stun for 2 turns. That's pretty rare to have. A 2-turn stun is actually pretty disgusting. Like, stun is the most solid of the control mechanics in the game. Certainly for someone like the Arena or Doom Tower, whatever. If you're stunning someone for 2 turns, if you can't kill them in that time, damn, what's going on? Obviously, stun doesn't work on any boss, actually. So that's no good for bosses. Steals 100% of the turn meter if this champion's lower health. So this is a nice turn meter steal on the A3. He's got an A1 double hitter. Each hit, 30% chance of increasing the cooldown of a target's skill. It's not a bad A1. So yeah, cool mechanic. I like this champion. Decreases the damage taken by this champion by 20% when their health drops. So as long as you, like, everything gets better when he's lower health. There's no secure, I'm low health, therefore I'm not going to die. He reduces the damage he takes when he drops down. That's his biggest weakness, is like everything's better when he's low health. You kind of almost have to gamble on a swift parry set with him, or bring someone else in that's going to make him unkillable. Because his base defense is low, it's quite hard to keep him alive and to make this passive really do work. But overall, strong champion. So that's the epics. Let's get on to the legendaries. This is like my sleeper OP legendary that people just don't realize. Norog. He smacks super hard. Great base speed, great base defense. All of his damage is from defense. Yeah, so this block active skills, awesome ability. I did literally a takeover for Skinwalkers yesterday to beat boss 21. The amount of times during the waves we blocked active skills on the way to the boss made it super easy. And the amount of times we threw a block buffs, 100% chance to land this. Block buffs. And this ability hits damn hard as well. So as long as he's got accuracy, you will throw block buffs out. This is a great, great ability for Doom Tower waves, Faction War waves, where pretty much everyone you're facing is just like, oh, I'm going to throw 3 buffs on my team. They still try and buff, and he's like that. Good luck, friends. No buffs are going on. You're just wasting your time. And you're probably at this point thinking, okay, he sounds great. Hold on. Hold on. Immune to 3 of the worst debuffs in the game. Yeah. And pretty much, if you think about the meta right now, who's sleeping everyone? Kaimar. He's immune to that. Okay. Decreases the damage taken by all allies that are under 1 or more buffs by 15%. Decreases the damage they take if they've got no buffs by 25%. It's a straight up strengthen buff for your team that can't be removed. It's actually awesome. So a few people are asking me to do a video on a go second team in the arena. And there's certain champions that have got passives that give you a much stronger chance to make that work. Norog is one of those champions. 25% less damage. It means that the Trunder Smack that would have overkilled you by 150k is now going to only overkill you by 100k. We're getting closer. So Norog, great champion. He's also got a defense in Dungeons Aura. Great base stats. He would be a good legendary to get, especially for Skinwalker Faction Wars. Next up is an Ogren Tribes. I don't have him. I would love him, actually. Biggin. Really cool champ. All AoE damage. AoE. Hits hard. He's also just got a ton of control in his abilities. AoE stun and decrease accuracy. AoE decrease speed and turn meter. Like, if he gets going, he's one of the worst champions to face. And if he's on your team, he's super cool. So there's not many champions in the game that can throw out AoE stuns like this. In fact, there's a handful that do it well. And he's one of the ones that does it pretty damn well. This is a great ability here. And great base speed. He's one of the few attack-based champions that can do Nightmare Campaign on hard. Nightmare Campaign, the final sort of bunch of levels, and farm it. So yeah, Biggin is super cool. Good champion. Next one up. I'm interested to actually get your comments below, because it's another one I don't have. Since the AI changes have come in, have you got your Roxam rocking and a rolling? Are people now happy with Roxam? Is he now coming into teams? Because his kit is cool. AoE, this one here, AoE drop defense and weaken as long as he's under a veil. Every ability he does puts him under a veil. So I'm thinking if you A2 first and then A3, that's the way you should go. Or you have someone else put a veil out before he gets going. He's got a great passive, places block debuff, strengthen on his champion for 1 turn, and a heal for 2 turns whenever they get a veil. That's a great passive. But yeah, the trouble with him has been is that he loves to do his A3 first, and he doesn't do an AoE. What does he do here? While not under veil, he does it against one enemy. And you're like, that, damn, that's my best part of my kit is just wasted, really. So yeah, I'm interested to see, are people loving Roxam since the AI changes, or does he still sit on the curb? So Roxam, I think he should be cool. And then, if we haven't had enough yet, they throw in the most disgusting champion in the game right now. The most disgusting champion right now. Wales are going to be going nuts over this guy if they don't have him. Every single whale that's trying to play Plat Arena will spend. They're probably remortgaged the house. They're probably already selling their cars. Like, Warlord is filthy right now. So I did Plat Arena reset this Monday just gone. A lot of people are building a faster Warlord now that's just programmed with the AI to do his A3. Bam. Your days are numbered if he gets the A3 away. He's void, he hits everyone with it. It's a 100% chance to put all of your skills on cooldown. So you're literally coming out paper hands, like throwing A1s out at everyone. And if he gets this away, the arena fight either lasts forever, because I mean it's on a 4-turn cooldown. If he does it, and most people's abilities are on like what 3 or 4-turn cooldowns, chances are just when you're getting back, you're like, I'm back in the fight, and then he'll do it again, and the fight goes on. It is literally the most disgusting ability in the game right now. Yeah, and because of the AI changes, he didn't used to do this unless he had the right setup. Now he just does it. So as soon as he gets a go, you're in trouble. Yeah, and he's hard to counter. It's hard to counter. The only thing that I think we will see, because to get him fast enough and with enough accuracy to make this work, it's quite hard to do. Like, the more speed you throw into a build, the less accuracy you can put in. So if you're throwing like a 350 speed Warlord together, you're probably not going to be able to punch much higher than 450 accuracy. And if you're going for like, you know, maybe a 300 Warlord, you might be going for more like 450, 500 accuracy. And if you pull it down 250, you might get up to 600 accuracy, you know, so they kind of ebb and flow together, right? So I think because of this fella, I think we're going to see a complete switch in the meta in the arena, or a big switch anyway, to high resistance teams. Because Warlord just makes the game, it's just disgusting. He's like Kaimar. Kaimar was last times 10. Warlord is this times 10. People are going to wail hard for this dude. So there you go, guys. We've got a very interesting times 10 weekend with the additional guaranteed champion. Let me know in the comments below. Are you wailing out this weekend? Be honest. Try and be honest with yourself. Don't necessarily need to be honest with your wife. Be honest with yourself, or your husband, I should say, for the 3.9%. I see ya. Be honest with yourself. Are you wailing for this, or are you just kind of like, no, I'll do the bare minimum to get my summon rush done, and then I'm out. I'm out. I'm going to enjoy life with my kids. Perhaps invest in some shares. #AMC. Right, guys, I've been Hades. I will see you later.